was about 6 months ago, April 12th, when Kobe Bryant's season and any Laker hopes for a deep postseason run came to an end with Kobe's torn Achilles. He joins us via Arena Link now from Dallas, where the 2-2 Lakers meet the Mavericks tonight. Kobe, thanks a lot for taking a little time with us. Any ballpark, man? Can you give us any kind of a timeline and what's on your mind when you might return to the court?
No, not yet. I mean, I'm pushing it, and this past week's felt pretty good, and we're all being very smart about the process and taking our time and making sure I come back ready to go.
Having done some baseball this past season too, and being in New York and watching Derek Jeter try to come back, is this all I was thinking when you were trying to rehab and there was talk about I'm going to be ahead of schedule and that kind of thing was, don't go too early. That Derek Jeter wanted to play. You and he have this great drive, this great desire to play at the highest level. How tough is it to take your time?
Well, it's tough. Just because, as a competitor, you want to get out there and, and help your team and contribute and, see what you can do. But at the same time, you have to use that competitiveness to take your time and be patient and make sure when you come back as strong as possible, to help the team be successful. So,
Kobe, good luck with that, with the rehab. I know you're pushing as hard as you can. We're having a little bit of fun with this whole one-on-one tournament. And you're going to be a part of it. So I just want to get your take. We had to make a decision. We had a play, and I don't know if you heard earlier, where we had Paul Pierce go against Joe Johnson to get the 16th spot, right? So we got 16 guys. And we went with Pierce by a nose. And I'm just curious to get your feel on if we had a one-on-one tournament, how you would play, obviously if healthy, and who would be the biggest challenge for you.
And who would you take, Paul Pierce or Joe Johnson?
Yeah, give us that too.
Well, let's start with the Paul Pierce, Joe Johnson thing. I'd probably take Paul as well. I mean, he's one of the players in the league, one of the rare players in the league that can post up, play mid-range, go all the way to the basket, shoot the deep ball, go left comfortably, go right comfortably, pull up and shoot comfortably either way. So one-on-one, he'd be a tough cover to go along with his size. So as far as myself, I think I'd hold my own. I think I'd do okay.
You're one of the 4 number 1 seeds, so I know that makes your night. Go ahead, Steve.
Cole, we haven't seen you in a while, and we don't know how the injury is affecting you as far as your mobility or your lift or things like that. But we know that you always come back, whether healthy or injured, with a different move, a different repertoire. What do you expect is going to be the most difficult thing for you to come back? And what is probably the best thing that you've made come out of this? How have you, if you could, improve in some other ways? What have you done to make up for the injury that injury that took place?
Well, I think the most difficult part is the process I'm going through right now, which is the patience. I mean, that's to me, that's the hardest part. The game to me isn't necessarily difficult. I grew up, fortunately, understanding the fundamentals of the game and having good footwork and spacing and timing and things of that nature. So I feel like I can adjust my game to whatever it is I can do physically, whether I have lift or whether I don't have lift, or whether I have the same explosiveness or whether I don't have the same explosiveness. I feel like I'll be able to adjust just fine to that.
Kobe, Thursday night on TNT, we've got the Lakers and the Rockets in Houston. Why didn't it work out with Dwight Howard in L.A.?
Well, I mean, we have 2 different personalities, and there's a certain way that I believe you have to approach the game in order to win championships. And, he had a different way that he felt like, would work best. And, because of that, it was tough to see eye to eye on a daily basis. But, the second half of the season, I felt we played pretty darn well to go from where we were being out of the playoffs at All-Star break to getting into the playoffs. And, unfortunately, I went down with an injury, but had I not, I think we would have given San Antonio a serious run for it.
Now, Kobe, you're a big fan of Twitter, and you do a great job with all these subliminal messages. So you got to walk us through the whole 12-25, and then you went with the blackout with the bear hunt. So why don't you educate us a little bit. break it down for us, partner.
Well, 12/25 is the birthday of our little dog, and the blackout. I just like black.
So you sure that 12/25 ain't got nothing to do with them people saying y'all were the 12th best team and you was the 25th best player?
That's purely coincidental. I think the square root of 12/25 is actually 35, coincidentally.
Okay. Whatever that means, you know.
It's just sometimes.
Well, maybe you're coming back to play on 12/25. People saying that too.
Well, you go with all this conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, dog's birthday.
Cole, we know right now that your bench on the Lakers team is shooting 55%. Last year they shot 25%. It seems that, Coach D'Antoni's system, people are getting around it, understanding it. Number one, I'm sure that you like seeing that because that means the guys around you are going to be able to bring it up to a higher level. But one question, have you had a talk with Nick Young? Herky Jerky gunslinger, because, we know he could always score and he has confidence, but we want to know, with you being there, the ultimate scorer, have you given him any words like, shoot till I get back, or you better only take a couple shots till I get back? What kind of is the mentorship that you're kind of playing with him right now, him being new on the team?
Well, it's always about the execution of the game and studying the game and, mentally preparing, night in and night out. On the defensive end as well as on the offensive end, you have to prepare. And I think it's important for two guards to really stuff the stat sheet and to do things in a myriad of areas, not just scoring. And he certainly has the potential to do it. He has the athleticism to do it. And I've been challenging him a little bit to do those things in each and every column.
Kobe Bryant, thank you very much. We only have 18 more questions for you, so appreciate your patience. We can't wait to see you back in action, and we wish you the best in the recovery. And again, thanks a lot for taking time tonight, man.
You got it. Appreciate it.